serbisyo publiko at balita. Ito ang Radio Mindanao Networks. Higit-6 na dekada sa paglilingkod sa masang Pilipino. Sa Metro Manila, ito ang Dzxl 558 Radyo Trabaho, ang inyong gabay sa hanap buhay.
38 minutos makalipas ang alas 12. Dzxl
Pulso ng Metro!
Mga kasama, diretso po tayo dyan sa Palasyo ng Malacanang para sa virtual press con ni Secretary Harry Roque. Opo, at baka may magtatanong din tungkol dun sa revelasyon, no, ni Sermon Tulfo na siya ay nagpaturog din ng bakuna mula sa Sinopharm. Opo. Nasa linya po natin ngayon si Dzxl Radyoman 4, Angel Ronquillo mula po dyan sa Malacanang. Jeng, go ahead, Jeng.
Yes, Radyoman Rod, nagpapatuloy nga itong press conference, itong si Presidential Spokesperson, Secretary Harry Roque, at kasama nga niya itong si Helen Yang, ang General Manager ng Sinovac, at inanunsyo nito na inihahanda na ng Chinese government dahil may inaasikaso lamang sila ng mga dokumento at papeles sa kanilang Bureau of Customs. Pagka naayos na nila ito, Radyoman Rod, ay saka iayusin yung flight para nga sa paghahatid nitong 600,000 na donated na Sinovac vaccines dito sa bansa. Inaasahan na next week, first or second week ng Marso ay makakadating na nga dito sa bansa itong mga donasyon na bakuna mula sa China, at kapag dating yan dito sa Pilipinas, inaasahan na 1 hanggang 2 araw lamang ang gagawing preparasyon ng ating national government, at ito ay maaari nang umpisahan itong vaccination program ng ating pamahalaan. Matatandaan natin na Radyoman Rod, itong Sinovac na ito ay hindi nga rekomendado sa ating medical health workers at mga senior citizens, kaya pagdating na itong mga bakuna na mula sa China ay yung mga edad 18 hanggang 59 years old na mga clinically healthy individuals lamang yung makakatanggap ng naturang bakuna. Mga kasama, pakinggan natin ang nagpapatuloy na press conference.
Volatility remain. Pero mga tanong nga lang po, kung ang WHO mismo nagsabi 50% is the threshold, at ang tanong niya, bakit kinakailangan magkolatilya kung ang WHO mismo nagsabi 50% efficacy is acceptable? Ang pangalawa pa po is, tinanong kasi ni Presidente, yung sa Indonesia ba at ibang mga bansa na gumagamit na ng Sinovac, ginamitan ba nila ang kanilang mga health workers? Nung Lunes po, ang sabi ni Dr. Domingo, hindi po niya alam. Pero since then po, nalaman namin na ginagamit din po sa mga healthcare workers ang Sinovac sa Indonesia. So anyway, just so that the Sinovac manufacturer knows about this fact and the government of China knows this fact, just to translate, the president also expressed his, let's just say the fact that he is perplexed with the special requirements of the EUA, noting that the WHO itself has laid down the minimum threshold to be 50%. And during the cabinet meeting, the president inquired if countries that are already using Sinovac are using them on healthcare workers. On that particular occasion, the answer of Director General Domingo was he does not know. But I've personally gone out of my way and I found out that countries like Indonesia have also used Sinovac on their healthcare workers.
So given that, are we using Sinovac for healthcare workers?
Well, this is, nalinawan na po ito ni Director General Domingo, hindi po pinagbabawal. Hindi lang po recommended, but if the healthcare workers want, they can have it.
As a policy?
As a policy, of course, because that is also the language of the EUA. Not recommended, but if the healthcare workers want, they're welcome to it.
So first vaccination natin healthcare workers, Sinovac, sir?
Hindi ko po alam because we will find out if there are healthcare workers who want. Ako po narinig ko yung mga asosasyon ng mga nurses, they want Sinovac. Because the 50% protection is better than no protection. So yung mga ganyan po, if they indicate their interest, they can have it and they will still have their priority.
All right, sir. Thank you for your time, Ms. Yang. Thank you for your time seeing you today.
Thank you, Joseph. Yusek Rocky, please.
Yes, Secretary, question from Julius Babaw of ABS-CBN. Ano daw po ang proseso na dadaanan ng mga magpapabakuna, step-by-step na process, like step 1, registration, etc.?
Well, na-illustrate na po namin yan napakadaming beses, no? Pero siguro po napaka-awkward naman sa sagutin ngayon yan, no? Meron pong registration, meron pong briefing kasi kinakailangan explain sa kanila kung ano yung EUA, ano yung possible side effect, tapos po papabakunahan sila, tapos hindi po sila papauwiin kaagad, magkakaroon po ng observation time para malaman kung merong adverse reaction yung gamot bago po sila pauuwiin. At bibigyan po sila nung parang tinatawag na passport kung saan patunay po yan na sila ay nabakunahan na.
Opo, second question po ni Julius Babaw ng ABS-CBN. Pa-emphasize lang daw po ulit, libre ba na ibibigay ang bakuna?
Libre po ito, walang bayad. Kung meron pong maniningin, paalam nyo po sa amin, paarestuhin po natin yan for estafa.
Opo. Question from John Punsalan of ABS-CBN Online. Former Vice President Binay said the Labor Department's offer of deploying more Filipino nurses to the UK and Germany is in exchange for vaccine is insensitive and dehumanizing. Did President Duterte give his blessing for this offer? How would you like to respond to ex-VP Binay's comment?
Lahat naman po ng opinyon ng ating mga kababayan, respeto natin dahil meron po tayong kalayaan ng malayang pananalita sa Pilipinas. Pero hindi po ito ideya ng Presidente, ideya po ito ni Secretary Bello at Secretary Locsin na wini-welcome din natin because more is better than less.
Thank you, Secretary.
Thank you. Trisha Tirada, please.
Hi, good afternoon, spokes, and good afternoon to Ms. Helen Yang. Sir, before I go to you, may please have my first few questions for Ms. Helen Yang.
Go ahead. That's why we invited Ms. Helen Yang. Go ahead, please.
Hi, good afternoon, Ms. Yang. Ma'am, in the 12 countries where Sinovac is being used, how would you assess its effect so far? Because, for example, in Israel, there are reports that the Pfizer's vaccine was seen to reduce transmission. Do you see something of this effect also in terms of the use of Sinovac in the 12 countries?
Right. Thanks for the question. Actually, you can see those countries are at the beginning when we start to ship the vaccine. Those countries having a fairly large population. If you want to see the results or consequence similar to Israel, it needs to have the country to use the vaccination covering pretty much of their population, which we are not able to get it done in this way because the country are so large. But we do expect in the coming months that we can see the similar effects, and that's part of our observation as well.
Mm-hmm. Ma'am, if I'm not mistaken, Sinovac has been used in China since July, right? But would you have any information right now about the length of its effectivity?
For the vaccine used in China, in June, we were approved to provide the vaccine under emergency use. So there are only a few types of population can use the vaccine. And currently the data of using the vaccine were collected by the Chinese government. So we do not have any direct information or source for the results. And if they find anything, they will come to us. If they don't come to us, that means the vaccine is good.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thanks.
Spokes, I have a few questions
Go ahead,
for
please.
you. Sir, you mentioned na yun nga po gusto ni Pangulo na salubungin mismo yung pagdating ng bakuna because he wants to show this value of utang na loob. But sir, we're interested to know how far this utang na loob can go. Parang in what way can this be expressed? Hindi po kaya maapektuhan, sir, yung position natin with other issues with China?
Ikaw naman, Trish, ano bang, ang akin lang, kailangan magpasalamat. Nakita nyo naman, ginawa natin ang lahat para makuha yung gusto ng nakakarami, lalo na yung gustong brand ng mga oposisyon. Pero talagang sa huli, kapag nagkaroon na ng kagipitan, mga kaibigan lang talaga natin maasahan na magbigay ng kinakailangan natin. So hanggang doon lang po yun, wala naman pong epekto yan sa ibang mga issue na meron tayo sa ating bilateral relations sa China. Papasalamat lang po ang Presidente dahil sa panahon ng pagsubok, China na naman ang nag-deliver. Nung panahon po kasi ng Maguindanao, nung Marawi, China rin po ang nagbigay ng mga baril na kinakailangan niya. Nung mga pagkakataon na pinagkait siya ng mga Amerikano nung baril. No? So sa pangalawang pagkakataon na nangangailangan tayo ng bakuna, ang unang nagbigay po sa atin, China. Hindi po masama na ipakita ang ating utang na loob. Ang Pilipino po, sabihin nyo na gusto nyo sabihin, hindi po tayo ingrato.
Hindi po kaya, sir, malubog tayo sa utang na loob sa China?
Hindi po, hindi naman ganun po ang Pilipino. Pilipina ka rin, alam mo naman kung saan tayo pupunta. Paglalaban natin ang dapat ipaglaban, pero hindi tayo maging ingrato.
Sir, on another topic, nabanggit po ng DILG that they're mulling the scrapping of travel authority and health certificates for travelers. Is this something that's been discussed with the IATF, and is this happening soon?
This is an operational detail, we leave it to them. We have laid out the policy po.
Sir, last night, nabanggit po ni Pangulo yung pagkikidnap or yung involvement ng NPA sa human trafficking. Can you have more information about this, and is this ongoing still?
Ito po kasi yung pagre-recruit ng mga NPA sa mga kabataan, yung mga below 18. At alam niyo po naman talaga, matagal na ako sa larangan ng IHL, notorious po talaga ang NPA dahil kinukuha nila ang mga bata para maging mandirigma. At sang-ayon po sa naging desisyon ng isang international tribunal, pati po yung pagpipilit sa mga bata magbitbit ng mga supplies, yan po ay classified na rin as recruitment of children as combatants. So yung pagkuha po nila, pag-recruit ng mga bata talaga below 18 para sumapi sa kanila is not only prohibited as a war crime, a serious breach of our additional protocol 2 of the Geneva Conventions, but also tantamount to illegal detention and human trafficking.
All right. Thank you very much, spokes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Trish, Yusek, Rocky, please.
Yes, Secretary, yung unang tanong ni Tuesday New ng DCBB ay kapareho rin po ng tanong ni Maricel Halili ng TV5. Is it true that President Duterte already talked to the representative of Sinopharm as claimed by Montulfo? What was the discussion all about? Is Montulfo still our special envoy to China?
Well, I have to check, no, because the special envoys are appointed on a 6-month basis. Hindi ko po alam kung na-renew si Montulfo. Now, whether or not he has talked to a representative, hindi ko po alam. If I will admit, I was in this adjacent room when Montulfo was there, but I could not really hear what they were discussing. No? Pero sa akin, I don't understand the big deal about the Montulfo write-up. That's an account of Montulfo, and if you want verification, please contact Montulfo because I cannot answer on his behalf.
Opo, second question ni Maricel Halili, did you find Montulfo's claim alarming, considering that this is not the first time Sinopharm was used without EUA? Even PSG members were inoculated without EUA. Isn't this dangerous?
Ay, wala po akong reaksyon dyan dahil sa panahon ng pandemya, naintindihan ko po na talagang maraming gusto talaga magkaroon ng proteksyon, pero ang sinasabi natin sa lahat, antayin po natin na dumaan sa proseso for our own interests.
Thank you, Secretary.
Thank you. Punta tayo kay Pia Ronada, please.
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon. Yes, sir. Sir, does Malacanang think there is conflict of interest in Montulfo's application to be a local distributor of Sinopharm, considering that he is or used to be a special envoy to China?
We have no opinion whatsoever. We leave that to the Ombudsman.
Sir, doesn't Malacanang have an opinion because he is appointed by Malacanang and he is, kumbaga, doing certain, he may be acting in the name of Malacanang. So is this not something that Malacanang should in fact comment on?
We still have no opinion because, as I said, I do not know if he has been reappointed as special envoy. These appointments are renewed every 6 months.
And sir, why is the president dealing directly with the Sinopharm reps? Is he aware that vaccines can't just enter the Philippines without FDA approvals?
He did not deal directly with Sinopharm, as in fact, we still cannot import Sinovac on a commercial basis, not even commercial, on a large-scale basis beyond the compassionate use license issued by the FDA.
Or are you belying the claims of Montulfo because he himself said that the president spoke with a certain John Boha, who is the local rep of Sinopharm?
I'm
not true?
I'm not belying anything that Montulfo said. All I'm saying is that's his article. Please ask him, not me.
Sir, how about, sir, yung just more details on the president awareness of these protocols and approvals, because it seems to me this Malacanang think that what happened, these parang PSG getting vaccinated with Sinopharm, etc., the president blocking the PSG from testifying about it or speaking about it, does this not undermine the entire government's vaccination program, given that there are approval regulatory processes that seemingly not being followed by the highest office in the land?
Again, that's your conclusion, but I don't think it undermines anything. If at all, lahat tayo eksperto na ngayon sa proseso sa FDA. And I think that's one good thing that came out of this pandemic. At least alam na natin kung ano ang tamang proseso na sinusunod ng FDA. At alam natin kung bakit kapag nagdesisyon ang FDA, pagdating sa safety at efficacy ng bakuna, respetuhin natin yan dahil yan ay opinyon ng tunay na mga dalubhasa sa larangan na yan. No audio. Next question, please.
Secretary,
Yes.
question from Andreo Calonzo ng Bloomberg regarding
Yes.
po dun sa DOLE sa plan to ask vaccines from the UK and Germany in exchange for sending more Filipino nurses there. Are there more plans to trade Filipino workers for vaccine donations?
Well, hindi ko po alam. That's up to both the DFA and DOLE. Please ask them.
Opo.
As far as
From
the
Jerome
president is
Morales
concerned,
and Reuters,
we have ordered
DOLE
more
offered-
than enough.
From Jerome Morales of Reuters, regarding pa rin po dyan, ang tanong po niya ay, was the President consulted on this offer by DOLE with UK rejecting the offer? Will we offer the nurses for vaccines deal to other countries?
The President was not informed of this proposal, as far as I know.
Thank you, Secretary.
Okay, punta naman tayo ngayon kay Melo Acuña, please.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Secretary. Good afternoon. I hope you're well. I just have one short question for you and two questions for Ms. Yang. My first question is, what's the update on the Dutch national's status, Otto de Vries, whose
was,
residency status
Opo.
has been cancelled and will be sent home to his country, the Netherlands?
If you are referring to Dutchman Otto Rudolf de Vries, or however you pronounce it,
Yes.
he has been deported. And he was deported
Yeah.
for joining rallies, which according to our immigration laws is prohibited. And he was deported because by joining a rally, he has proven himself to be an undesirable alien.
DZXL.
They can still rally in
ng Metro!
Alright, maraming salamat Secretary Harry Roque, mga kasama, at yun po ang virtual press con ng Malacanang. Kaugnay pa rin mga kasama, ang pinag-uusapan ay tungkol sa vaccines. Opo, anong vaccines ang bibili natin? At kailan ito darating? Napakadaming tanong. Pero isa sa mga tinalakay, yung exclusive interview natin kanina kay Sermon Tulfo at yung pag-amin niya na siya po ay tinurukan ng Sinopharm na vaccines. Opo. At ang sabi nga ni Sermon, na kaya siya nagpaturok kasi siya gustong maging distributor. Oho. Kaya gusto niyang makita yung efficacy nitong Sinopharm. At hindi lang siya, mayroon ding mga iba pang mga matataas na opisyal ng pamahalaan natin na ayaw na niyang banggitin kung sino-sino mga to, pero nagpaturog din. Kaya tinatanong ng mga media, yung ba'y hindi paglabag? Especially ang Sinopharm, hindi pa ho, yung mga panahon na siguro tinurukan, hindi hanggang ngayon. Binigyan na ba ng EUA ang Sinopharm? So, kumbaga parang illegal, no? Yung paggamit nito kasi hindi pa po yan nire-recognize ng IATF, ng ating gobyerno ng ating bansa, yung nasabing vaccine. Alright, so anyway, bahala na. Sabi nga ni Secretary Harry Roque, ayaw niya magkomento, no, doon sa mga sinabi, mga kasama ni Special Envoy to China na si Sermon Tulfo, and even yung kanyang posisyon, because every 6 months pala nire-renew. So anyway, hintay natin mga kasama kung ano pa ang magiging aksyon dyan, no? Kasi nung una pa man, kumalat na ang balita na may mga nagpaturog na rin ng Sinopharm, especially yung mga miyembro ng presidential security. Aber, may flash report. Sige, pasok natin. Okay, sino ba magka-flash report? Habang inihintay natin yung flash report mga kasama, eto muna. Babasahin ko muna yung good news. Kasi habang hinihintay natin yung bakuna, kailangan natin palakasin ang ating resistensya, ang ating immune system. Kaya mga kasama, subukan nyo po ang Xanton Plus Gold o Xanton Plus Herbal Capsule. Ang Xanton Plus Herbal Capsule may taglay na antioxidant at anti-tumor properties na tumutulong iwasan tubuan po ng bukol ang ating katawan. Ang Xanton Plus Herbal Capsule available na po sa mga botika. Okay, available na po sa Southstar Drugstore at sa The Generics Pharmacy ang Xanton Plus. Hanapin lamang yung may tatag na Doxamaritan sa pagbili po ninyo. At sabayan din ang pag-inom ng Mighty C, ang alkaline na vitamin C. Magandang kombinasyon po ito at epektibo. Kaya bumili ng Mighty C at Xanton Plus Herbal Capsule. Para po sa inyong reservation, tanong at order, abay pwede ho kayo mag-text rito sa 0927-519-2267 and look for Mr. Kiko o di kaya kay Parang Ray o di kaya pumunta mga kasama dito sa Dzxl 4th floor Guadalupe Commercial Complex at sa Makati. Talagang yan po ay subok dahil ang dami na pong gumagamit at ang daming nagpapatunay na talagang mabisa po itong Xanton Plus Herbal Capsule at ang Mighty C Alkaline na Vitamin C. Aber, flash report muna tayo.
DZXL Flash Report.
Kasama natin si Radyoman Ray Galupo, opo, ng Usapang Barbero. Okay, Parang Ray, Radyoman Ray, magandang hapon.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo.
Si Rod to, si Rod.
Flash news po ito, no? Isa na namang pulis ang dinukot sa Maynila kanina lamang. Napag-alaman natin na ang pangalan ng pulis na dinukot ay si Patrolman Rial Lopez Tesoro, 41 taon at nakatalaga sa Manila Police District Station 7. Siya ay na-assign sa Tayuman PCP, ngunit sa kasalukuyan siya ay nasa NCRPO Holding Administrative Unit. Kaninang alas 10:05, habang ito ay nasa Bimapa Extension, Barangay 601, ay tinangay ng mga kalalakiang armado na sakay ng dalawang SUV, si Tesoro. At ito ay isinumbong ng kanyang live-in partner na si Mary Ann Gervasio. Hanggang ngayon ay tikom pa rin ang bibig ng mga investigador ng Manila Police District. Ito ang pangalawang insidente ng pagkakadukot sa Pulis Maynila sa nakaraang 8 araw.
Okay, Parang Ray?
Yes sir. Meron po ba kayong katanungan, sir?
Oo, si Rod to, si Rod.
Yes, kasamang Rod. Magandang hapon sa'yo.
Oo. Wala pa silang lead kung ano yung dahilan, kung sino at kung ano yung dahilan.
Wala pong lead ang mga pulis sa mga na naganap na dukutan ng pulis, ano?
Oo.
Pero katulad ng una kong pag-uulat ay nauna nang nagsalita rito si NCRPO Regional Director Major General Vicente Danao na lilimasin niya at lilinisin niya ang hanay ng kapulisan na mga involved sa mga kalokohan. Yung unang pulis ay balibalita na involved sa pagdukot ng mga POGO workers, ano? At itong pulis na to naman ay may kaso. So hanggang dyan lamang po yung sinasabi sa atin ng mga nakausap natin sa MPD at ayaw nilang magsalita.
Etong bagong insidente ng pagdukot naman, ano yung background nitong pulis?
Hindi nila sinasabi, pero ito ay kapag ang isang pulis ay nakatalaga sa Regional Holding Administrative Unit, ang ibig sabihin ay suspendido ito pansamantala at ito ay may kaso. So nandoon siya, pero dinukot ito kanina sa may Santa Mesa. Kaya patuloy nating babantayan ang pangyayaring ito. Kasamang Rod, kung wala ka ng tanong, ito si Ray Galupo, ang inyong radyoman, DZXL. Nagpapaalam muna pa ng dalian at hahanapin pa natin yung mga sources nating iba.
Alright. Thank you very much, Ray.
DZXL Flash Report.
Alright, thank you very much, Ray Galupo. Mga kasama sa Flash Report, isa na namang pulis ang nadukot dyan sa Maynila. Okay? At hanggang doon lang daw, sabi ni parang Ray. At patuloy pang iimbestigahan niya kung sino talaga itong nasa likod ng pagdukot. Pulis na ngayon ang dinudukot ngayon, ha? Ay talaga. Aber, mga kasama, pagpatuloy naman natin itong magandang balita, ha? Kung kayo po'y mahilig sa kape, pero nangangamba, baka maapektuhan pong inyong kalusugan, mga kasama, ang good news rito dahil may Nature Soya Coffee. Napatunayan ng mga eksperto ay makakatulong patibayin ang ating immune system para labanan ang mga karamdaman. Ang Nature Soya Coffee may sangkap na soya, mangosteen at agaricus mushroom na makatutulong balansahin ang testosterone level ng mga kalalakihan at maiwasan din ang pagkakaroon ng prostate problem tulad ng prostate cancer. Kaya subukan ang mapatunayan. Uminom ng Nature Soya Coffee ang kape na gagabay sa inyong kalusugan. At ngayon, mga kasama, alam niyo po, napaka-importanteng kalusugan at para maiwasan ang mga sakit, dapat epektibo yung food supplement. Kailangan Xanthon Plus Gold, pinahusay, mas pinagaling, mas pinabisa dahil mayroong extracted na mangosteen, malunggay, ampalaya, may garlic at may spirulina pa. Kaya mas epektibo at makakatulong sa mga may diabetes dyan. Marumi ang dugo, hypertension, pamamaga, bukol at iba pa. Xanthon Plus Gold, mabibili sa mga butika at sa inyong DCXL 558 Radyo Trabaho. Susunod na ang Tinig ng Pag-asa. Radyo Man Rod Marcelino, magandang hapon.
DZXL
Pulso ng Metro.
1:04